This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Let's Talk Together in English is brought to you by Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, the Bahamas' largest and most experienced dedicated radiological center. Good evening to all. Welcome to Guardian 96.9 FM with fresh news, smart talk all day. Indeed, I'm your host, Lady T. It's a pleasure to have you guys with us on this great Sunday evening. Bonsoir toutes auditeurs, auditrices de la communauté haïtienne qui fréquentent sur Guardian 96.9 FM avec animatrice communauté haïtienne Lady T. C'est un plaisir pour moi là avec nous dimanche après-midi ça. Est-ce que tout le monde en forme? Nous bien ça passé. Okay? All right. So en tout cas, I'm going to have an open line show on this great Sunday evening. The weather is beautiful out there. So I'm definitely going to have an open line show. So I was just thinking out loud to myself, right? And I'm like, is the Haitian situation still a problem in this country? Because whereas we have third, second, fourth generation of Haitian Bahamians in this country, are they still a problem or is it something else? I was just thinking that out loud to myself. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I just want to hear your thoughts today as to, how do you feel? Do you feel like the Haitian problem is still a problem? What do you feel? What are you thinking on this great Sunday evening? Let me know. Call us at Guardian and let me know. Call us and let's talk together this evening. Let's talk and let me know what's going on in your mind. The number to call me is 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. That is the number to call me. Et question m'gen après-midi, est-ce que problème haïtien dans la Bahamas toujours c'est un problème ou est-ce que c'est un l'autre bagay lié dans communauté bahamienne? C'est ça me besoin connait après-midi. Moun qui branché dans émission Karilem, numéro pour les moins c'est 323 62 32 325 43 16. Moi voulais vous une gros salutation pour Wissen Petit avec Mantitis Petit. OK, qui a coutem qui branché straight out of Haiti. Okay, those are actually my fans, and they just messaged me and said, please don't forget to send me a shout out because we are listening live from Haiti. Oh my God. I'm like, really? So wanted to send a shout out to them. But yes, is it truly a problem or is it something else going on? Because to my understanding, I'm not seeing, I would say the Haitian of the Bahamians of Haitian descent now is like so mixed up you barely could know who's who because it is so so many different generations. So you want to know, hey, who are you a Haitian? Because you don't just walk up to people and they don't look like and say, are you a Haitian? Like, so you don't even know the difference. So what's the problem? Is it really a problem? Call us. Let's talk. 323-6232. 325-4316, 325-4259 is the number called.
chaque bel monde naïf moye bene ake koto hesh ose Nicolas lebe mun leo gan kwa de bouquet moye mun pasali mun mira kwan moye mun akaye mun la go dam moye mi bale wana met kai benos ban kwa liberté mun podo pelas ke obas moye mun go man mun go yai moye mun bale se kala sus moye que ni dia tu dans la culture non ça vaut mun na salin te la foyal moye mun blesses ma melade moye mun chanonia mun bagade moye c'est lui du non tout du non de no haïtien moye maman haïtien moye papa haïtien sorti pour lui ma fait mourir par lui pour la vie haïtien moye maman haïtien moye papa haïtien sorti pour lui ma fait mourir par lui pour la vie
Seyen epi chita, s'il vous plaît, yap rele pour radiographie. Tale. C'est ça qui fait rele Saltan. Ou pas gen problème dans Fortress Diagnostic Center, Image at Grosvenor's, nous pas jamais faire plusieurs rendez-vous résultats. Ça veut dire entrée, sortie. Si test depuis stage montre écran, radiologue nous ka conduit alternatif test dépistage ça. Kounya la même. Ou bien, relez-nous dans 328 81 57 pour faire rendez-vous à Fortress Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien relez-nous dans 328 81 57 faire rendez-vous à Fortress Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien visiter location nous Kamakelod Chodia. Ou vraiment belle, oui?
Merci petit métaille, commencer de descendre c'est dans route l'église moi là.
Mais Joseph, allez en bas dans épée batterie qui n'a pas être road là, yo ouvert le dimanche qu'on y a petit, l'appli au soleil.
Oh ya petit moi connais côté ça ya. Côté quelqu'un gros yad là. À qui l'a ouvert?
Epic Battery avec Taya dans Wolfroad, Nina Fayetteville Road, ouvert chaque lundi à samedi 7h du matin pour 7h du soir. Chaque dimanche 8h du matin pour 4h.
Petit, bon faire vite aller dans Epic Battery qui n'a pas être road là parce que pas arriver l'église ça.
Mais Joseph ça toujours à prendre pause.
Just sign in and have a seat, please. They'll call you in for your x-ray shortly.
That's why they call it a waiting room. You won't have that problem at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiologist can conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
Welcome back to Guardian 96.9 FM with Fresh News, Smart Talk, all day. You are still listening to Let's Talk Together with your favorite host, Lady T. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys again. Communauté haïtienne, bonsoir, bienvenue pour moun qui fait un branché. Bienvenue à Guardian 96.9 FM. Côté wap tande Lady T qui c'est animatrice communauté haïtienne, n'a parlé, on nous parler ensemble. Et m'ta vle parler des têtes moi. I want to talk a little bit about myself. From my experience being here, my parents came in, I would say, over 40 years ago. And we grew up in a good area. And, growing up, I would say in my days, as my parents being Haitians, and when they came here, they came here they got here. And now they contributed to this country. They paid their tax. They purchased a home, and they did all that great stuff. And I am so grateful to this country for that. And that is why now I am a Bahamian citizen, right? And so, growing up with parents that are Haitian, it was a little bit different back then, with persons saying, they're gonna say everybody know that part. I'm not even gonna repeat it. And so at times it used to be a little uncomfortable, but then at least you get that, you get used to it because you have Bahamian friends and they get used to you and you grew up together, shooting marbles and, playing and doing all that good stuff together, and then chunkanu and everything. So you just blend right in. And as time goes by, it's like you a big family. This is your home. We become one. And so persons may have had a different experience, but the experience I had was beautiful. It always has been, because the connection is real. So to me, it was never a Haitian thing or a Bahamian thing. It was always about bridging a gap, and it was always one to me. Even before I got my status, I never felt no difference. Some person may have had, like I said, a different experience from me, but personally, I never felt no way. It's always, I'm a Bahamian, with it or without it, because this is, again, my home. And I always felt welcome and felt, hey, my friends had my back. And it was, like I said, it's family, not even friends, but a big family. And so now you have persons who I would say, I was born in the late 80s, early 90s, around there somewhere. But you have persons now that are born around that age, around the same age as me, and have kids now, which are like 18, 17, 16, and they are Bahamians of Haitian descent. So what is the difference now compared to then? What is the problem now with Haitians living here? Or what is it? Because I'm just trying to wrap my fingers around it, because I can't seem to get it. Because I always feel like we are one big family, despite of your parents being Haitians. I have some of my friends, I would say, who parents was here for 60, 70 plus years and don't even know how to speak Creole. And their parents is literally Haitians. They don't know how to speak Creole, nothing. Well, some is Saxons and some is Valley. And, we always having that conversation about Saxons and Valley because, I don't like Valley. I'm definitely a Saxon. And so we always going back and forth. And so they are well surrounded with their Bahamian roots. And that's all they know. I'm like, you don't know how to speak Creole? No, they don't. They understand a few words, but they don't know. Like my son father is a Bahamian. And I'm his mother. Now I have to teach him a little Creole. I do my best to speak, the little Creole that I can with him so he could get the language. Because I don't want to be like my other friend, him to be like my other friends that, both of their parents were Haitian and they can't speak Creole. So imagine my son, who only me is of, Haitian descent, and I speak Creole. His father doesn't, because his father's full-blown Bahamian, full-blood Bahamian. So he doesn't speak any, you don't know any Creole to even speak any Creole. So I try my best to teach him the little Creole that I can. And he's learning good. And I'm like, boy, you better learn something. Don't only know how sac passe and whatever else. So he try and he asks me those funny words. I'm like, no, no, no. That's the problem. You like to, the majority of my friends like to know the bad words. You know, they like, how do you say that? I'm like, no, I'm going to teach you the good words because they always know the bad words. Any Creole bad words, they know. But the good ones, they don't know. So I try to teach him to know the language a little bit. If somebody's saying something about you, that way you could understand. Because I'll never forget my experience at the age of 16, I would say, or 15. I was on the bus on 10A. I'll never forget. And I was working to the straw market back then. Everybody worked to the straw market. Growing up, you know, the majority of young girls worked to the straw market, you know, in the early 90s. And I was on the bus and these two Haitian guys were talking and they were talking about me. And I sat there and I said nothing. When I got off the bus, I told them something in Creole. I'm like, I heard they were so shocked because they couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, she was Haitian all this time? So I always tell him that story and I'm like, I don't want that to be you. And he couldn't stop laughing. I said, that is why I want you to learn Creole so that you can know when somebody is saying something about you and so you can understand. So that is actually my story, you know. So what is the problem? I want you guys to call in and let me know what do you feel now concerning the Haitian community? What's the problem? What's going on in your mind? Do you feel like, you know, we may have a lot of Haitians that if you are here, you're supposed to be here legally, you know? And so what's the problem? What do we have against them, or what's the situation? How do you feel? 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Si j'aime jodi, m'a parler de comment communauté Bahamas senti yo conseil haïtien qui vivent dans nation Bahamas. Est-ce que yo senti haïtien c'est un problème pour yo konya, ou est-ce que yo senti haïtien qui vle prendre nan man yo ba konnen, but toujours gen un bon ti parler, un bon ti bagay qui parle bien avec parfois dans la communauté Bahamas des haïtiens sont besoin connaître exactement ça qui passe dans l'idée comment yo senti yo des communautés haïtiennes, parce que pour moi-même la communauté haïtienne avec communauté Bahamas c'est une, it's one. We've been at this for years. So pour moi-même c'est une, because Haitians has been here from the early 40s, late 50s, maybe earlier than that. So what's the issue? What's the problem? Qui problème lié? Qui situation? Et bah mais quelqu'un comme compte en haïtien pour même sous connaît un monde qui a un problème compte qu'on bah mais on ça été pas besoin que tout pour l'émission, le numéro pour l'émission c'est 323 62 32 325 43 16 325 42 59, c'est le numéro pour l'émission, pas besoin père. Émission sur émission là nous fait pour communauté haïtienne, c'est relé dim so penser dim ça. Vous comprenez ça senti de ça m'a dit de sujet m'a parlé après-midi parce que t'a conduit et de ce que ça venu dans l'idée me dit qui bagay m'a parlé à soir, et c'est sujet ça qui était venu dans l'idée pour me parler, pour me dire histoire pam comment papa m'était là, maman m'était venu là, depuis na 40 combien années, yo gen 40 combien années dans pays et yo là comme m'gade moun qui gen résidence qui presque citoyen, si yo vle appliquer yo ka appliquer pour yo citoyen dans pays moun qui contribue dans pays ça qui gen petite, combien petite? Yeah, it's about what 6 of us. 6 girls. So papa mak maman gen 6 filles, and we are all beautiful and contributing, doing the right thing. So ça c'est si j'aime parler de lui après-midi. Est-ce que la communauté Bahamas senti haïtien pas contribuer? Do you feel like the majority of the Haitian community they're not contributing enough to the country. What is it that you feel this evening? Comment sens-tu? Est-ce que vous pas contribuer or you pas cible loi, or they're not following the laws and regulations? That can be one of them too. Or you just pissed off at them. I don't know. Sometimes we just piss off at different reasons. I was once pissed off at somebody for, doing something to me. It might be because of that. But at the end of the day, I consider us to be one. No matter what anybody say. Because that is how I was brought up. I never had a problem with any. Because that's how they treated me. We may have a little falling out here and there, but it's nothing major to say, we gonna stop talking or call each other. We might have say something that it's not right because, sometimes you have a little falling out and you say something that you regret, and immediately afterwards they would call and apologize, and we back to playing our marbles and shooting our marbles and doing other little things that we do as kids and grow up into adults. So pour même, for you, what is it that you feel? What is it that concerns you when it comes to the Haitian community? Qui problème, qui ça qui concerne ou, et ma pas la communauté ba mais qui ça qui concerne ou, qui ça qui frappe ou, qui sont senti. Est-ce que c'est parce que vous avez senti un peu l'haïtien là illégal? M'pas quoi ça? Parce qu'haïtien c'est monde qui toujours remet qu'importe côté yo c'est pour yo make sure tout bagay bien avec yo. So relem bam opinion pour dim 60 et pasteur Daniel comme moi après-midi moi salue en grand Jean, moi salue pasteur Michael, moi salue pasteur Antoine Saint-Louis, moi salue Altaïs, bon base Pam, Jean Rinaud, moi salue Smith Joseph, bon magay Lobby Georges, Robert Zedone, Anderson, bon magay moun kap travail dans communauté haïtienne, et m'a prend occasion ça tout pour me saluer ambassade haïtien qui fait bon job, moi pour moi il fait bon travail because il toujours actif, il toujours à envoyer information sur tous les réseaux sociaux c'était pour avec yo envoyer information pour communauté haïtienne et moi y a battre pour faire un pipi bon travail so c'est ba yo chance papa yo pas parler mal, c'est pas celle les moun n'a fait mal pour dire l'a fait mal, mais l'a fait bien, c'est pour dire l'a fait bien tout. So chapeau bas pour ambassade haïtien que moi yo travail pour moi-même, pas connait pour moi-même ka dit moi yo travail parce que m'nan en groupe avec yo et moi a fait bel travail dans la communauté haïtienne. M'a salué tout pasteur à la on bader en général qui branché après-midi sur on nous parler ensemble émission communauté haïtienne, émission qui là pour éduquer, émission qui là pour informer communauté haïtienne. C'est un plaisir et pour moi pour me caler avec nous après-midi. Je toujours dis tout le monde pas écrit de pour sentir son bagay ou ka di ou carré nous la fini nous gagne un text line tout pour monde qui pas gagne téléphone ou pas gagne minute pour aller ou ka texter nous dans 422 47 96, okay? Or you can text us on our text line, which is 422-4796, okay? So, ou ap jwen occasion, le fini tout sou pa ka branche pou sou pa gen radio kayo, ou ka branche pa vliye nou live nan Guardian Talk Radio, ou ka stream nou live nan guardiantalkradio.com, ou ka ale sur Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, ou ka sib nou tout côté, ou ka mette channel ou sou 969 dans télévision pour tendre nous live. Okay, so if you don't have cable, you put your channel, your TV channel on 969, and definitely you will be listening to us. We will be right back after this break. You are still tuned in to Let's Talk Together.
Themselves on offering multiple services. At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, imaging is what we do. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. Whether you need an x-ray, mammogram, CAT scan, or ultrasound, we have a team of board-certified radiologists on staff, on site, each with their own area of expertise. Results are submitted to your doctor within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Oh, vraiment belle, oui?
Merci, petite métaille. Je commence à descendre, c'est dans l'église.
Miss Joseph, allez en bas dans épée batterie qui n'a pas été road là. Yo ouvert le dimanche qu'on y a petite l'appli au soleil.
Oh, yeah, petite. Moi, on est côté ça, ya. Côté quelqu'un gros yad là. À qui l'a ouvert?
Epic Battery avec Taya dans Wolford, Nina Fayetteville Road, ouvert chaque lundi à samedi 7h du matin pour 7h du soir. Chaque dimanche 8h du matin pour 4h.
Petite, bon faire vite aller dans Epic Battery qui n'a pas été road là parce que pas arriver l'église ça.
Mais Joseph ça toujours prend pause. Quelques bureau médical qui fouette tête yo nan bay multiple services. Mais nous, dans Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, image, c'est ça nous fait. Même bagay pour l'autre location nous yo, image nan Grosvenor, ni nan Kamakelo. Même si nous ta besoin yon radiographie, mammographie, échographie, ou scanner pour femme grosse, nous gen yo. Yon équipe commissionnaire conseil radiologue certifié tout employé yo. Yo chaque ak propre domaine yo. Yo bay docteur ou résultat dans 24 heures temps. Relais 328 81 57 pour rendez-vous dans Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, location Kamakelod ou bien image dans Grosvenor Jodia. Welcome back to Guardian 96.9 FM with Fresh News Smart Talk. You are still tuned in to Let's Talk Together. Indeed, I'm your host, Lady T. Hello, good evening. Okay. All right, so we lost a caller. So I had somebody that messaged and they sent a text. They said, can you clarify what you mean when you said Haitian problem? What about Haitian? It's a lot of different issues. But just being Haitian ain't one. When I said Haitian problem, I meant as of persons that are here, Haitian Bahamians from different generations was actually what I was talking about, because I can't focus on persons that came here illegally. Definitely is not one of my topics, because when they come here, they're supposed to. Nobody's supposed to come here that way, to my understanding. But when you said we have a lot of different problems. There is a lot of different problems. What do you mean when you said that? What do you mean? What are some of the problems that you would say that they have, to your understanding? You can tell me some of the problems that they have, and I will definitely talk about it. But I will definitely talk about it. Somebody's on the line. Okay. Somebody's on the line. I'm sorry, I missed that call. Okay, the number is 323-6232, 325-4316. Hello, good evening.
Hello, young lady.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm quite good. I've listened to your radio broadcast, and I'm more than I'm repulsed, actually. A lot of the things that you were actually saying, and I listened, to what you just, TV and this, that, and the other about the Haitian community. Now, what is your name, this Lady T? Your diction is completely and utterly repulsive. For the I've already spoken to Guardian Radio about your diction, and you're doing a radio segment for the Haitian community primarily, and what people have, and you actually said, what is the problem with the Haitian community? This broadcast is a problem. Your diction and your education is simplistic at the best. Now, I don't know who you are, why you're on the radio, but at the end of the day, you are talking to people in Haitian when this is an English-speaking country and don't translate. I don't know where you came from, what you do, but what is your name? Tell the people your name, Lady T, and you are actually saying something about the diagnostic center. You don't even pronounce center properly.
Can you... Hello, good evening. Welcome to Guardian. Hello, good evening.
Can you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you. How are you?
Yeah, I have a similar situation with the gentleman that just called in a little while ago.
Yes, sir.
I'm a Bahamian. I'm born in this country May the 4th, 1951. This is my country. I born in Chippenham, New Providence. You came into my country. You are on my radio station speaking foreign languages that we never learned in school. You got to understand that you are on Guardian Radio, and you all are there because you paid your money to be on the Guardian. Guardian makes money from people coming in and paying their money to be on radio station. Guardian radio station is doing the same thing, selling out to Bahamian people, to foreigners, talking to us in foreign language that we don't understand in our country.
Well, Sparky, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the call, but this show is here to educate and inform the Haitian community or persons of Haitian descent or that are living in the Bahamas, persons that don't know what's going on. They are not aware of the law and regulations to this country. That is why the show is here to keep them informed and give them the news and updates to what's happening in the country. That's why the show is here, and that's why I have it in Creole and English. So that is why that I do the show. I truly understand what you're saying, but second languages is all over the place. We have persons that speak Spanish and persons that speak French and in different business offices. So I don't feel like that's a problem. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Guardian.
I would like you to get off the air.
Okay, you have a good evening, sir. Oh, wow, you're always going to find one or two persons that dislike you, but that's fine because I do have a job to do. So I'm definitely not going to let you spoil it for me. I'm going to do what I have to do. I understand that you have a problem, but suit yourself. It's up to you. There's nothing I can do about it. I appreciate the call. 323-6232, 325-4360, and 325-4259 is the number to call. Okay, we are live here at Guardian 96.9 FM and talking about Haitian a situation, what is going on, what are your thoughts about it? Clearly, it is still a problem because I wanted to get the thoughts and I am getting the response, and clearly it is still a problem. I do understand this is a speaking country and everybody loves this country because I do. This is my country and I'm definitely not going anywhere. I don't care who called in. I have just as much rights as you do. So, you could have catch me long time, but now it's too late. So, right. So the show is just to educate and inform the Haitian community again. For my caller, you didn't know why the show is here and said that we don't speak a different language, but we do. There's a lot of places that I go and they ask you to speak a different language or they ask you to translate. What's the difference? It's the same thing. I'm doing a show in English and I'm translating it in Creole. I don't see there's any problem with that. Once I'm not doing anything, is it illegal to do so? I didn't know. But yeah, I just want to inform the Haitian community as to what's taking place in the country. Okay. All right, we will be right back after this break. Thank you.
S'il vous plaît, y a prele pour radiographie. Tale, c'est ça qui fait rele Salton. Ou pas gen problème dans Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, Image at Grosvenor's, nous pas jamais faire plusieurs rendez-vous résultats. Ça veut dire entrer, sortir. Si test depuis stage montre écran, radiologue nous ka conduit alternatif test dépitage ça. Kounya la même. Ou bien, relez-nous dans 328 81 57 pour faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien relez-nous dans 328 81 57 faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien visiter location nous Kamakelod Chodia.
Ou vraiment belle, oui?
Merci, petit Metaya. Je commence à descendre, c'est dans l'église.
Miss Joseph, allez en bas dans épée batterie qui n'a pas être road là. Yo ouvert le dimanche qu'on y a petit, l'appli au soleil.
Oh, petit, moi, connais côté ça, côté quelqu'un, gros, yad là. À qui l'a ouvert?
Epic Battery avec Taya dans Wolfroad, Nina Fire Trail Road, ouvert chaque lundi à samedi 7h du matin pour 7h du soir. Chaque dimanche 8h du matin pour 4h.
Petit, bon faire vite aller dans Epic Battery qui n'a pas Trail Road là parce que pas arriver l'église ça.
Mais Joseph ça toujours à prendre pause.
Just sign in and have a seat, please. They'll call you in for your x-ray shortly.
That's why they call it a waiting room. You won't have that problem at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiologist can conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
Good evening to all. Welcome back to Guardian 96.9 FM with First News, Smart Talk all day. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. I am Lady T, communauté haïtienne. Bonsoir. Et tout auditeur, auditrice qui fréquente sur Guardian 96.9 FM. Clearly, there is still a problem. I just ask a question. Is Haitians living here is still a problem? And clearly it is. I thought we over this. It should have been something we over, long time ago. I wasn't expecting this. But it is what it is. I do have an open line, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. I know I'm not getting off the radio. And you can text us. Our text line is 422-4796. It's a pleasure to have you guys with us on this great Sunday evening. Three two three 6232 325-4316 is the number to call. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to
afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
I was saying, right, so what you saying about this commercial?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, what's commercial? Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Yes, good afternoon, Lady T.
Good afternoon, Mom. How are you? Welcome to Guardian Let's Talk.
Good. Lady T, say was Lantelisma.
Oh, hi, Weslan. How are you?
I'm just calling. Pardon me?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm just calling you to let you know that you're doing a great job. You keep it up, okay?
Thank
and
you.
stay encouraged.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, darling. Have a great one.
You too now. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259 is the number to call. Do we still have an issue? What is the problem that we have? I don't see it, but clearly some persons still see it. And thank you so much. I do have some good callers that calling in to encourage me on the show, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Communauté haïtienne 323 62 32 325 43 16 395 42 59. C'est le numéro pour nous relais. Émission en live dans Guardian. 96.9 FM. C'est un plaisir lié pour moi-même. Pour me là avec nous après-midi.
Mommy and daddy legally.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Sparky.
Yes, Lady D, how you doing?
I'm well, darling. How are you?
Okay. Look here. All due respect to you, Lady T.
Yes, sir.
Like I said before, I'm a Bahamian.
So am I.
You're a Bahamian.
That's right.
Let me ask this question. Did Mommy and Daddy come into my country legally or illegally?
They came here legally.
Did your mommy come in here legally?
They came here legally. If you want to know, yes, they came here legally and they stayed here now. They are citizen of this great country that we all call home. And thank God for the Bahamas. Yep. That we are one big family now. God is good, eh? 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Is it still an issue? Wow. I was not expecting this, but apparently it is. I'm shocked. My producer is looking at me like, what? Girl, you better wake up. You think you're in some dreamland. No, because I'm not used to this anymore. I thought we got over this. But apparently not. We are still going back and forth with this. I just want the community to be, because listen, if we want to be true to ourselves, right? You have persons here that's been living here for over 60, 70, 80. I had a lady who died, I think last year or year before last. And when I went by her house, Mami Kamen, she died at the age of 93. And every time it was a joy for me to go by her house because she'll tell me about Celine Penland and, you know, how she used to sit out there and just wash. And she said she came here, she was here for over 75 plus years. So she came here when she was young as a teenager. And this is the only place that she called home. And she came from Haiti. And it was always a joy for me to go and see her after church because she was definitely a woman of God. So when I go there, I know I'm going to hear one or two words, encouraging words of the Lord. And she keep you encouraged. Oh, definitely she's going to give you a soda and a biscuit. And she's going to call her maid. She's going to say, hey, give her a soda and a biscuit and sit here. Let me tell you one or two words about the Lord. And she will definitely give you a word and give you the history of the country. This is the only place that she called home. 75 plus years she said she's been living in this country. And the only days she knew and the history she knew was Celine and Penland. She said those were her best days in this country, and this is all she knew. And that is just one of many of the Haitians who's been here all their lives. And that is something that I need to figure out now. Who is the other oldest Haitian who's been living here now? That's what I'm going to find out. Or who came from Haiti, because you've been here all your life. Definitely, you're not going to be a Haitian anymore. You're going to be a Bahamian citizen after that time, 70 plus years. You're going to contribute. I have no problem with persons coming into this country and contributing and staying here and following our laws and doing things the right way, not coming to destroy the country, but coming to invest into the country as one. I'm going to always say this. I'm a Bahamian. I'm here to stay. I want our country to prosper, and I want our light bill to go down, especially grocery. Who's with me? Who is with me? That is all I want. And I am sure by God's grace that can happen. So let's learn to love one another. We're not going to, definitely the gap cannot be We cannot bridge the gap, excuse me. It's not going to happen it's not going to happen 1 or 2 days, but it's going to happen someday. And not everybody is going to feel the same way. Based on our experiences, everybody's going to have a different experience, a different approach. And that's the beauty of it. Somebody's trying to call. No. Okay, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259 is the number to call. I'm going to get my last caller. As a matter of fact, yeah. So we done with callers because the show is gonna be in a few. So we're done with callers, but we have to start from somewhere. We have to remember who we are. We have a problem with some, but it cannot be all. Because not all is bad. Some is good. And as I mentioned before, I never consider myself to be no Haitian. I consider myself as a Bahamian before I even got my citizenship. Because of how welcomed and how loved I felt from my friends. My family, I say it again. Because I don't consider them as friends, but as family. Now, if you here illegally, you need to get out. I must say that again. If you are living here in this country illegally, you have to get out. And if I'm aware of it, definitely I'm going to call immigration on you. Because at the end of the day, I'm here paying my tax, I'm here paying my water bill, I'm paying my light bill, I'm paying a bunch of bills. And listen, I'm not even going to talk about grocery because that's my worst thing, right? I don't know about you. When I just literally went to the grocery store earlier today. I had $250 and I lift everything in my hands. I'm like, I need a Charlie because this is like $250. And apparently I didn't need no Charlie because the little things that I got for that $250 was ridiculous. And I lift everything with my two hands. So that's my issue. But if you were here and you are contributing, you're paying your NIB, you're paying your taxes on time, paying your VAT, I would say the proper word, and you investing, and you abide by the laws and regulations of this country, then we have no problem. And you respect the country too. That's the most important thing. No problem. But if you want to be here illegally, we won't allow it. There is no room, no space for you here. We only want persons who's going to be here the right way and do things in the right way. Ok? Est-ce que nous entendons des communautés haïtiennes? Est-ce que si vous prêtez la fort ou là avec statut ou faut un papier pour là, faut citoyen pays a faut une résidence pour là. Nous pas vle moun k'ap disrespecter Bahamas. Nobody's going to come here and disrespect our great Bahama land. I don't know about you. When you see me go away in the States and after 5 days, don't let my money be finished. Are you ready to come home? Because I'm not staying. That is not where I'm from. Once my money is done, baby, I'm ready to come home. 5 days is enough for me. Okay? So as a Bahamian citizen, it's my job to relate to what's happening in the country to the Haitian community. I see nothing wrong with that at all. Because not everyone is going to be, everyone is not smart like you. You may have some persons who can't even read the newspaper to know what's going on, and they only can know from listening to the radio. Not everybody is smart like you. So just by doing this show, I'm helping a lot of people. A lot of people is listening to the show. And they're getting information that they need. That's going to help on the system to better themselves, but to put the country in a better position. Because the dumbest person is somebody who don't know. I always say that, which is true. When you don't know, you are as dumb as I don't know who. It's facts, it's reality. So let us stop. Let us stop. Let's try and get this together. Let's try and love our brothers and sisters. We are definitely a Christian nation. Let's always remember that. You have to put God first. God said, love one another. Help your neighbors. Now, not the neighbors who try and destroy you. I mean, yeah, he did say help those too. But I'm not going to allow anybody to hurt or do anything that's not right to this country. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. Thank you so much to all those who called in, who messaged, and who listened. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you, and I will see you again next week Sunday. Let's Talk Together in English was brought to you by Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, the Bahamas' largest and most experienced dedicated radiological center.